Hi everyone, my name is Raj, and today I will be answering the question, what does it mean to be gluten-free? Maybe you would be wondering about gluten-free for many different reasons. Maybe it's because you've been told by your dietitian that you need to switch to a gluten-free diet. Or maybe it's just because you've been watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians and saw this clip right here.
I don't even think she knows what gluten is. I don't. Do you?
No.
Does anybody?
Okay, moving on from that. Before I answer the question what it means to be gluten-free, I think it's important to talk about what gluten actually is. So first I'll start by defining what gluten is. So according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, gluten is actually a noun. It refers to the tenacious elastic protein substance that is especially found in wheat flour that gives cohesiveness to a dough. Cohesiveness to a dough means it helps keep the dough together. Okay, so according to this definition, gluten is technically just a protein. That's not entirely true. Gluten is actually a protein that's made up of two separate proteins. These two proteins are gliadin and glutenine. Yeah, that's right. Gliadin and glutenine come together to form gluten. Okay, so where is gluten found? Actually, gluten is found in certain types of grains. These grains are wheat or barley. And so in food, basically anything made from wheat or barley will have gluten in it, which is technically a lot of foods. Over here, I'll have a list of all the foods, but just for example, pasta, bread, soup, broth, french fries, ketchup, vinegar, salad dressing, and the list goes on and on. Basically, anything that's not specifically certified as gluten-free will most likely have gluten in it. Even things that you wouldn't expect, like shampoo or lipstick, will have gluten in it. Wow, that's a lot of stuff on that list. Okay, now that we know what gluten is and what what contains gluten, let's talk about what it is to be gluten-free. Well, that's simple. All foods that don't have gluten will be gluten-free. Well, true. That's actually true. But since gluten is a protein, you're technically saying all foods that don't have the protein gluten in it are gluten-free. That's technically true, but for us, what does that mean? Well, easy. Anything that's not made from wheat or barley would be gluten-free. Well, that's not it. There are certain other grains that also contain gluten. So basically, gluten-free would be food made out of any kind of grain that doesn't have gluten. So a list of these would be like rice or corn or millet or buckwheat or quinoa even. So basically, to be gluten-free is to eat the same foods as everyone else does. Just those foods are made out of a type of grain that doesn't have gluten. So you could have pasta that's made from wheat, or you could have pasta that's made from barley, or similarly, you could even have pasta that's made from corn. Only pasta that's made from corn is gluten-free. Okay, so basically, now that you know what gluten-free is, why would someone choose to be gluten-free? Because frankly, I've tasted pasta made from corn and it doesn't taste good. Well, there are three reasons. There's the first level who are just they like to follow along with the trend. Other reasons are because gluten-free food is generally known to be healthier. And the third reason is specific to those people who actually cannot eat gluten. These people are kind of allergic to gluten because they have a disease called the celiac disease. Basically, when you have the celiac disease, it means that gluten causes damage in the linings of your small intestine, and when that happens, it prevents your body from absorbing the nutrients it needs. And if you can't absorb nutrients from your food, then where else are you getting your nutrients from? That's really bad for you. So, to summarize everything that I've talked about, there's gluten and then there's gluten-free. Gluten is food that's made from wheat or barley. Gluten-free is food that doesn't have gluten in it, so food that's not made from wheat or barley. In other words, food that's made from rice or corn. So, I hope everyone now understood what it means to be gluten-free, and you enjoyed my video, of course.